What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Put 'em on a Poster podcast. If you're new to the channel, my name's Chandler, and let's get into today's video, man. So today, we're going to talk about the most underrated star of, honestly, potentially of all time, in my opinion. He's going to be disrespected when he retires just because he has such terrible luck with Portland, and that's Damian Lillard, man. Damian Lillard put up 71 points last night, man, which is 71 points is just, that's absurd. It's crazy. I can't believe he did that. And, I'm in shock. I'm in shock looking back on it. He was amazing, man. I mean, Damian Lillard is just he's such a talented player, man. And he really is one of the true superstars in the league. I mean, obviously he's not on the level of LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. You look back in the past, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson. He's not on that level of player. Obviously, he's not one of the top of the top players, but he is up there, man. Damian Lillard he's so talented, dude. And just, he was killing it yesterday. He made 13 threes on the night, just lit it up, man. And the Rockets had no stop for him, man. He was a bucket yesterday. And I remember I looked on Prize Picks, not sponsored by the way, but I looked on Prize Picks yesterday and I saw Damian Lillard's line was 38 points. I'm like, 38 points is through the roof, but that's what Damian Lillard's been doing constantly. And obviously, yes, it was against one of the worst defensive teams in the league. That's the Houston Rockets. I mean, the Houston Rockets, they don't have a good defense at all. You got Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green as the guards, and neither one of them are really great at defense. So it makes sense why this happened, but it's obviously, I don't know. It's just crazy. You let 71 points happen on you. But, I'm going to talk about this topic a little bit more later in the video for tomorrow. But I feel like scoring in the NBA is just so much different nowadays. Like, you get people who can just take over the game, and I feel like defense in general is kind of just falling apart. Like, it's more of these guys that really just take off and go crazy. And it's like, I mean, even on the season, there's more guys averaging 30 points per game than in a long time. So that'll be a future topic, but let's get back to Damian Lillard, man. So Damian Lillard, he really is a superstar. All right, there's no denying that. Damian Lillard is a superstar. It's funny because I saw a segment on ESPN where it's saying, is Damian Lillard the most slept-on star of all time? Or is one of the most slept-on stars in the NBA as it is today? Yes, there's no denying that. I mean, you could put Damian Lillard on a championship contending team or a team that's maybe midway there, has a chance to make a good run in the playoffs. You put him on a team like that, they're winning a title. I mean, that's how confident I am in Damian Lillard as a player. He's amazing, man. He's averaged pretty much 20 points per game his entire career. Other than his rookie season, he averaged 19 points per game. He's been an all-star for a ton now. I think it's his 6th or 7th all-star game that he had this season. I mean, he's incredible. He's averaged 30 points per game twice. He's averaged over 25 ever since the 3rd year of his rookie season, except for last season where he averaged 24, but obviously he had the injuries, including his abdomen, and he was out for the rest of the season, whatever, struggled because of that. But you see now that, like, his career averages are 25 points per game, pretty much 7 assists and 4 rebounds a game. I mean, he is one of the most underrated superstars, in my opinion, and the reason why he doesn't get the love that he deserves is because of his team. I mean, Portland is not good. Portland, they've always built this core of like solid role players around Damian Lillard, and you would think this core is going to take off and maybe go get themselves in the playoffs, make a pretty good run. Right now, they're outside of the playoffs in general. Like, they are completely outside the playoffs, which is absurd. You have one of the best players in the game of basketball in Damian Lillard. You have a rising star, in my opinion, in Anthony Simon. Shaedon Sharp's a bucket. He's going to be really nice. You have Yusuf Nurkic, who's been injured the entire season and kind of has fallen off ever since his leg injury, but he's still a solid player. You got Jeremy Grant. I mean, you have guys, and the trade deadline for them confused me because they shipped Josh Hart out the door, brought in Cam Reddish, and just this team is just falling apart. Like, I don't know what the deal is with them. It kind of sucks because I love Damian Lillard. I love his game. I want him to go get a ring, and it's unfortunate because there's no chance he gets a ring in Portland right now. It's just that simple. Portland has assets. They can make a swing to go get a superstar. They should have been buyers at the deadline, in my opinion. Either that or Portland just needs to blow it up. And out of respect for Damian Lillard, just trade him. Because the fact that he's doing what he's doing and Portland's still outside of the playoffs is just absurd, man. And looking at Portland in terms of playoff success, they made the playoffs 8 in their last 11 seasons, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Making the playoffs is an important thing, especially for a smaller market team like Portland. It's a good thing for them to make the playoffs. But they haven't had anything in the playoffs. They haven't been successful at all. They've made the conference semifinals 3 times. They made the Western Conference Finals 1 time. Obviously, that was back in 2018, 2019, the last year of Kevin Durant on the Warriors. And it sucks for Damian Lillard, but he got swept. And I mean, Damian Lillard carried that team to even being at that point. They destroyed the Thunder in the first round, which still breaks my heart to this day. But they destroyed the Thunder in the first round. The Nuggets series was amazing. With the 7 was a back and forth dogfight. You had like a triple overtime game. I'm thinking game 5, game 6. I mean, this series was incredible. You had Austin Rivers praying to God that he would miss a shot so they could win the game. I mean, and you look at Damian Lillard, and that's it. Other times, they haven't even made it out of the first round. They didn't even make the playoffs last season. Season before, lost 2-4 to the Nuggets, 1-4 to the Lakers in 2019 in the bubble. Got swept by the Pelicans and Warriors in back-to-back years. They beat the Clippers in 2015, 2016, but then lost to the Warriors again. Lost to the Grizzlies. And then lost to the Rockets, or they beat the Rockets in 2013, 2014. That's when Damian Lillard started to come around. They still had that solid core of LaMarcus Aldridge, Nicholas Batum, people like that back then. And they lose to the Spurs in the next round. But, you look at Damian Lillard, and I can't say he's not a winner, because him as a player, he makes his teammates so much better. He creates so much shots. I mean, you could tell the difference with Portland last season when Dame was out and when Dame was playing. That was 2 different teams. The Portland was absolutely terrible without Damian Lillard. And there's a reason they got the 7th pick, because they were awful. I mean, when you don't have your best player, obviously that's going to impact you a ton. But Damian Lillard it's not like he's just a normal star that you can build your team around. That guy's a superstar. And I mean, I guarantee you, if he asks out right now, you're going to get a big time package for him. I mean, yes, obviously he's getting older in age. He's in his 30s. I mean, obviously, whenever you get older in your career, you're less likely to have a amazing trade value. I mean, he's 32 at this point. I remember seeing something on All-Star Weekend where LeBron said he's not the youngin' anymore, which he is right, but Damian Lillard's playing like a youngin', man. I mean, it's absurd what he's able to do, man. He's 3rd in points right now, or in points per game. He's got 4.3 rebounds on the season, which is solid for a point guard. His 10th in assists was 7.2. It's just what Damian Lillard does and what Damian Lillard does for Portland and the impact he's had on that community in general, man. You can see that impact is so tight. Damian Lillard is one of the most loyal players in the NBA, but is that loyalty going to come to bite him in the back or bite him in the butt when he retires? Because he's not going to be considered, one of the greatest point guards of all time, unfortunately. I mean, you look at Steph Curry. Steph Curry's considered the best point guard of all time in some people's eyes, if not second. Kind of just depends, whatever you choose between Magic or Curry. But besides that, Damian Lillard is not on that level because Damian Lillard hasn't had the success of Steph Curry. I mean, there's been a couple seasons where you could argue Damian Lillard was better than Steph Curry. You really could. That's how talented Damian Lillard has been. But Damian Lillard's team sucks. He wasn't in the right situation. He hasn't been in the right situation. Portland hasn't built a team around him to even make it make it out of the West. So, I mean, I love Damian Lillard. I love his game. I love him as a player. He's an amazing person, too. He's done a lot for Portland's community. But is he going to be remembered as one of the all-time greats? No. And it sucks because he's one of the most underrated players of all time. He's going to be one of the most underrated superstars of all time. I mean, it's going to be sad seeing him retire and seeing him go, and especially if he doesn't get a ring. I hope he can't get one. He's in the same situation. I kind of view him as in the same situation as Chris Paul right now. Obviously, Chris Paul is one of the greatest point guards of all time. There's no denying that. He's a superstar. He should have won himself an MVP, whatever, right? But I think it's going to be a very similar situation. You look later on down the line, you're going to hear about people like Curry. You're going to hear about people like LeBron for the rest of your life. And potentially, like, that's going to pass down from generation to generation, like what Jordan is doing now. But you're not going to hear about Damian Lillard really as much. You'll hear about Chris Paul, but you won't hear him in greatest players of all time contention because he hasn't won himself a ring. And so I view Damian Lillard and Chris Paul's situations very, very similarly. It sucks what's going on with him. I don't know. I want him to leave, but if he can bring a superstar to Portland, that'd be huge. That'd be huge. But Portland right now is just kind of in that what are we doing phase. Like, we're just in the middle of nowhere. We don't have a general idea of what we want to do. Now, obviously, that's going to bite him in the butt. It is, because you're not going to get a top pick. And you're not going to be bad, or you're not going to be good enough to where you're making a run in the playoffs. You're just going to be right there. And you got to be really lucky. And I'm pretty sure they don't even have their pick this season. The Bulls had their pick. So, and the moral of the video, just get Damian Lillard some help. He is by far the most underrated superstar of all time. He needs a ring. I want him to get a ring. He's one of the best. He's one of the best scoring point guards of all time, in my opinion. He can fill up the stat sheet any night. And I just want him to get the help he deserves because, man, what a player. What a player Damian Lillard is. But if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.